Hello, my peeps. Tracey here again. Stampin' Up Demonstrator, friend the neighborhood paper pusher, and kit maker extraordinaire. um, Look how smart I got today. I took it out of the box so I didn't have to fight with the box. Look at me go. Video number 3 for the week. Sometimes it's, third time's the charm. And this one, I think I was calling it Sharing Smiles yesterday, but it's called Share a Smile. And it is the other, it's a very full box here. It is the other kit. There was 2 kits released at the beginning of May into the kit collection, and this is the other one of them. The one I did yesterday, Beautiful Blues, are beautiful cards. Now I'm just going to very carefully do this without cutting that little box. There we go. So I do remember from the doing the description when I first saw it. These are note card size. And for those not aware, note cards are, I think they're 1 inch or half an inch smaller on all the sides than a regular card. So they're just a bit smaller. Now I know for Canada Post, they are the, one of the dimensions, I can't remember which one, but one of the dimensions is the smallest that they will mail. So anything smaller than this, Canada Post won't mail, but these ones are mailable in Canada at least. So I'm going to just use the envelope because that will give you a good enough idea. I don't know how easy that is to see. So it's half an inch in on either side, right? So just a little bit smaller than a standard card. And they're quick to pop together. Look at how pretty. Oh, now I'm torn. I was just gonna, oh my God, look at this card. I was gonna say, I love when you get a snazzy envelope. I was gonna say I was just gonna pop all these together, but look at this envelope. All of the envelopes are like this. I want to turn all of the envelopes into something because the envelopes are just too pretty. So I do have the note cards that come with our kit collection, or our note card, just like bundles, that are the same size. They're just plain old note cards. So I'm going to take one of those out to replace this. Look at that. I'm barely into the kit and I'm already just like, oh, what can I do with this? I was going to try to rip it, but I think I'm going to make a mess. So I think the easiest way to do this, it would have been easier if I had just started at the top like I was supposed to. I'm just going to cut down each seam so you can see what I mean. Oops. Yeah, our regular note cards are a great deal. I'm cutting crooked. They are 20 note cards, cut and scored, plus 20 envelopes. Oh, I want to say they're like 13 bucks or something. It's a great deal. Okay, look at this beauty of an envelope, though. It's amazing. So yeah, these pieces need to come off. But being the thrifty crafter that I am, there we go. I think you can make, so there's a score line there and there's a score line there. But I think you can easily trim this to the right size to make a nice layer, and this could be a smaller layer on a note card. This one might still be big. Oh, the envelopes are just stunning though. Okay, so let's get on to the actual cards themselves. There is 8 note cards in here, and they are 8 different styles. See, and I think, oh, they have this one going this way on their picture. Right, so this is, oh, we did it yesterday, we did it the day before. The backside, it's lovely how nice the backside is, but look at these things, are stunning. I have to sing in my head. The sun was setting in the west. Birds were singing in every tree. All nature seemed inclined to rest, but still there is no rest for me. Farewell to Nova Scotia. Anyways, that's how I do it. So what did I say? The sun was setting in the west. So this would be sunrise, and this would be sunset, just by the way the things are going. If you cut, but I'm going to have to cut one of these in half. Come on. But they also work this way, I think. It's like sun's shining down on you. The sun's, oh, damn, these are nice cards. All these sunrises, I love them. Not that I don't like pink as well, but I'm taken by the sunrises. Okay, so then we have 2 of these ones. We're going to put this together in a second. And then we have, pretty sure it's all 4 languages. We'll find out here soon enough. I just have to find the other thing to see. Oh, maybe there's only 3 languages. Un, deux, trois. See, I do know a little bit of French. I think it says on here. Allons-y. Oh, no. On here there's 4. 1, 2, 3. This is what I'm trying to figure out what words go together. So there's 2 of these and 2 of these, but these are the same. These say the same thing. Oh, I'm thinking there's 3 of each. That's why I'm screwing myself up for no reason. Yeah, so they do have all the languages, I guess. Because on the back of the instructions, there's all 4 languages, so I'm expecting that. Oh, it was a while ago when I did the video. There we go. There's the other 2 sheets, so you can see 4 languages. Oops. No, you can't, because I put it too far up. There's the 4 languages. So this one says hang in there. This one says have a great day. This one says you matter. I gotta find the English version of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 2 of each. That's why I'm like, how there should be 8. So you got 2 each of those sentiments. Hang in there. Have a great day. You matter. Oh, there we go. You make me smile. I knew there was a 4th one in there somewhere. Anyways, yeah, I can't remember how long ago now that I do it. But I loved Everyday Arches. Love them. And so this card is kind of like reminiscent of that. It's very nice. Oh, can't go wrong with plaid. That's a fun one. Okay. Oh, look at this. These stickers aren't just stickers. They're nice little shiny ones. Very pretty. Little hearts. And then this is just a cluster of flowers. And then we have some die cuts that look like notebook pages. I'm not going to make all of the cards. I'm just going to make a couple samples and I'm going to put the box together. I'm just deciding as I go what I'm doing. We have sunflowers. I want to say a parrot, but let's be honest. I have the foggiest idea. Parrot, macaw, something could be anything. Peaches, a bike. Oh, another sun. Sloth. I have a friend who likes sloths. I'm gonna make her this one. And oops, let's figure out which card's which. And cactus and flowers. I can't remember what I said. I think these are hibiscus. These are tropical. These are Hawaii flowers. I don't know the actual name. I want to say hibiscus. And then look at all these pretty leaves we have. Well, maybe one of those goes on the card too. I don't actually know. Okay, so now that I've made a big mess and put everything spread all over the desk, let's see what goes where. Now, here's the thing. You can change this to however you want to make it, but it does show you the 8 cards and what goes with them, and then it gives you the individual instructions for each. So I can see that the one card that I'm looking at that goes with the sloth has the pink background, and the pink background is just not the right background for the person who likes the sloth. So I'm just going to change up the backgrounds. I'm going to go with the orange one because I want to. And because, as I say all the time, it's your cards, it's your kit, you do whatever you want. Okay, so we're going to fold that one. And what else comes with the sloth card? We get 2 of these leaves to put behind. I don't know, I might do the purple one instead. Let's see. And then obviously hang in there goes with the sloth. And then with one of these note card ones, oh, we have so many with the note cards. Would be a cactus. I'm going to use the cactus one. Okay, and so the cactus one, oh, is one of the suns. Oh, you know, I like that. There we go. Okay, well, I'm going to show you. Because I wanted to cut that one in half. Oh, so many choices, so many decisions. I could just make them the way I'm supposed to make them. Okay, I'm going to take one of these cards. There we go. I'm going to make it the way I'm supposed to. Because every now and again, I just really should just do what I'm supposed to. Let me just take some of these card bases. off the table. There's so much stuff on the table right now. We'll put our sentiments off to the side here for a second. This one is going to go, and I'm leaving out by total fluke, I have picked, oh, you know what's funny? The cactus and the sun and the paper also say hang in there. But I can change that to say whatever I want. Is there anything else hanging in there? No. Okay. Did I mention tear and tape and dimensionals? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Pretty sure the tear and tape is going to be for putting that box together. Okay. So, we're going to put dude here on the dimensional. So look at this. They've trimmed the corners. We've got a fancy little one going. So these are mini dimensionals still. And I'm just see, this is part of the reason I trimmed the sides right off the bat. So I'm just trying to get in and reach my little pieces. So as soon as I do this, I just take my other scissors, and I always go around. I have to figure out what this one's going to end up being on the end, but I go around the edges and I trim these other pieces, and I do it right off the bat because then I use those ones up fast too. And I'll go around all four sides. And then I have other little pieces, and they're just different shapes and sizes, but it works for me. Oh, see, I love him on there. And then these guys just need tear and tape. And they're going to go behind. And then hang in there is going to go up in the top. Okay, so here's a little trick for you. Sorry, things are falling on the floor. Oh, they're not stickers. I was going to say what you do if they're stickers. They're not stickers, so don't worry about it. But if these were stickers, because sometimes they are, you can either put them on your hand or put them on your shirt or something, and it will just take some of the sticky off, because I want to put this on dimensionals. And it might only be half on dimensionals and half on, sorry, I'm pulled off screen again so I could see better. I'm just cutting, because the label is black, the little join parts, the little nubbins, or dare I say, little nipples on the side, are kind of white looking. And so I'm seeing them more obviously. Yeah, see, this is going to go up here, so I'm gonna wait to put the dimensionals on the back, because it depends how much I hit those leaves. Okay, so these leaves are going to go like that. This is kind of cool, but part of it's colored, part of it's black and white. Now, if you really wanted to, you could color the black and white parts if you don't want them to be black and white. But because the labels are black and white, I don't know, makes sense to me. And then we'll pop all our little dudes off. I should have looked a little closer. But the stem is sticking out in the middle of my sloth, and I don't want it to. So I'm going to do it like this. It was just, this little stem was poking out this little hole here. Not poking out, but that's what I could see through the hole. I didn't want that, so I just have to adjust that slightly, so that when I put my sloth where I want to put my sloth, the leaf stem is not poking out. Does it need to be a little bit lower? I wonder. Yes. A little sloth. And then, nope, that's way off to the side, so I'll be fine. And I'm going to put 3, because this is a rather big label, and 2 just seems like it would be, you know, rocking a little bit, so we don't want that. Hang in there. Underneath there, there we go. And then this guy gets 3 hearts. The hearts are also not stickers. I'm going to pop up. The instructions say to pop up all 3 of them, but honestly, I don't want to. So I'm going to pop up one of them, the big one. The one in the middle is bigger than the two on the either side. So I'm going to pop up the big one. And if you're like me, it's, well, you've got all the supplies anyways, but it's not like this is your first kit, probably. You could use a little dollop of glue. You could use a glue dot left over from the other kit. You could just follow the instructions and put dimensionals on them. But I'm going with glue dots, just because it's easy. And we're going to put a little heart there. And we're going to put a little heart tucked away over here. And then our one with our dimensionals on it. Dimensional, there's only room for one. We're just going to pop in up here on the, by the hang in there sign. Oops. Not so close that you make the sign bend. Oh my goodness, look at how cute he is. In there. And I'm going to just put that off to the side. So there's one. Oh, that card is so flippin' cute, you guys. Did I hold it up? I was so busy looking at it, I don't think I held it up. So yes, as I said, this is supposed to have a pink background, but orange works better for the person I'm giving it to. So there you go. And then, sunshine. So this is the idea. Okay, so the idea with this one, you know, sometimes I look and I just think, okay, I get what you're doing, but that's a little weird. Is that this goes on the bottom, and then we pop this dude up. Of course, he's going to be on dimensionals, even if it didn't say that, this would go on dimensionals. But it does actually say that. And then it had this one, like I said, total fluke that I picked both of them that said hang in there. I'm going to just pick a different one. But then it shows putting the pink flowers, excuse me, over top, like just in like 3 of the pink flowers on this cactus. Well, I got to tell you, excuse me, and I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a cactus that grows half its flowers that are one look and color, and another half of its flowers are a totally different looking flower and a totally different color. So I'm just going to opt to not put the pink flowers on. If I had enough of them, you only get 3 per card. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's still 3. Because I could just cover over top, but then that's 5, which means you'd have to steal from another one. But quite honestly, I like the way this looks just like this. And I think you make me smile. Have a great day. I think I'm just going to go, you make me smile. Put that across the bottom like this. It's supposed to have a little hang in there down at the bottom, but see, and this is one of those ones where you're only going to put dimensionals on one half. You're going to pop up the other half because it goes like this. See? Ta-da! Ow, ow. Sorry, I hurt my wrist. Don't know what I did to it. Oh, it's amazing how much it hurts though. Okay, look at that. You make me smile. And if you wanted to, like if you're making this kit and you're thinking, yes, but I need a birthday card. Have a great day. On the inside you write, happy birthday. You make me smile. On the inside you write, happy birthday. I guess if they're getting up in years, or in their mind they're getting up in years, and they're worried about it, you can hang in there, happy birthday. Okay, so then we have this box. And you'll notice in the instructions, they're very good about telling you how all of the cards go together. And I have noticed previously, they don't always tell you things like this. But usually the boxes are very self-explanatory. And maybe they're more self-explanatory because I've made so many of them. But what you want to do always is fold in, and boxes have a general assembly. I've never made this particular box before, but they have a general way of going together. And Stampin' Up! Makes it easy for you because you can see, if we fold in all the tabs, that this is there. We have a little storage box now, right? But you can also see which tabs have tape on them. So it's already like self-adhered for you. So all we're going to do is bend all those pieces up. And I'm going to peel off a little pile. I'm going to peel off the 2 side ones first, because these tabs are going to tuck in. This tab goes on the front, so this is going to be last. And I'm just going to line it up like this. So I'm getting my corners nice and square. And I'm doing the same thing here. Just gonna line her up. And the beauty of these is you can see what you're doing. You can line it all up. And then once you know you have it right, then you squish them together. And then afterwards you go and stick your fingers on it like this. So then I'm pushing the two tabs together. So we got our bottom part done. And so then we know that this one goes forward. And look at how clever they are. Like this box is a little bit wider. It's got this nice, and the tape only goes as far as you want it to go on the piece. Very clever design, very handy. So this box goes together in record time. And the same thing, just do one side at a time and just sort of pull it and line it up so that you get it straight and it's not all, are you ready for one of my favorite words? So it's not all kitty wampus. And then we're going to do this one again, and I'm just lining up the edge of this piece and the edge of this piece, and then push it down and give it a little smudge. And then this little slot is where the top tucks into, and how beautiful is that? And you know what I should have done? I should have traced this pattern before I did it, because oh, that's a perfect little box. So because I have them folded already, and I don't have the tabs on the other ones folded, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 envelopes, note card size envelopes here. There's 8 in the kit. So I figure 16 envelopes is probably pretty close in size to 8 cards and 8 envelopes. And as I suspected, there's a lot of room in here. So even with the layers and stuff, you'll be able to get all 8 cards, layers and all, and envelopes into this nice little storage box. Now, doesn't this make just a fantabulous gift for somebody? Right? Fill it up with cards, wrap it in a bow, and send it to them. And then they can take it out and they can send note cards at their leisure. The one thing I will notice, or I did notice, I mean, is that there's nothing to decorate the box with. So I'm just going to cheat. I don't think so. Sometimes you can totally luck out. And the things in the words in other languages look close enough to English that you can almost get away with using them. So I'm just going to say, Now, the other option that you have is you change up one of the cards a little bit, take an element off, or don't put the hearts on, or I don't know, leave one of them without a sentiment. Here, I'll use the German. I think this one's German. It's German or Dutch. Let's go with that one. Maybe the person you're giving it to is German or Dutch, and they'll just love the fact. But you could always put like a little one piece of the leftovers, and then because I didn't use this on the inside, I could always put like a couple little flowers or something. It's actually, because it's textured, or not textured, patterned paper, it looks good. This is a durable box too. I'm impressed with how solid this box is. But yeah, you could just give it like this. It's very nice, just like this. If you're like me too, you also have an entire craft room full of stuff. But I would suggest that all this little guy needs, if you were giving it as a gift, would be take out, you know, any scrap of ribbon you have. And gift giving 101. I don't even know which ribbon this is. I'm pretty sure it's a retired ribbon, but it doesn't really matter. We'll just do a little fussing around, just a little futz to get it to go where you want it to. Look at that. Ta-da! Nice little gift box for somebody, full of cards. So I kept this video pretty short on purpose because I knew I wasn't making all 8 cards. You saw how quickly they go together. You saw that you can mix and match a little bit if you want. You also saw, I'm putting my ribbon away. You also saw that there's extra sentiments or other languages, should you need other languages. Yeah, you want to stretch your kit. Grab a set of the note cards. Like I said, the note cards come pre-scored. envelopes. And you can make even more of them. Let's see, I'm doing this just to give you an idea. So this is the note card. I folded it in half so you could see. So if you trim this piece down, it's going to make the perfect front for this note card, and it's going to go like that. And then this one is big enough to go on a card. This one you could use you could use them on the front. So make the kit as it is. It's awesome, and it goes together really quickly. Or get a little creative and start add a pack of note cards to it and go to town and start spreading out your kit and see what you could do. All right, people, I want you to know, if you're having a rough day, hang in there. And I'm very happy you watch, because you make me smile. Okay, I know, I've lost my mind. I'm a nut job, weirdo. I'm totally fine with that. I have zero desire to be normal, so it's all good with me. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I hope you enjoy this kit. Share a smile. It made me smile, and I hope it makes you smile. And I will be coming to you live next Tuesday with something. I haven't actually decided what yet. There'll be a Mission Monday on Monday. And who knows what will happen between now and then. All right. Have a fantastic week, everyone. Take care. Enjoy the lovely weather that's coming up. Bye.